Okay, so now I'm ready to paint this house, and I'll start off with the roofing, and you can just try out whichever one you like. You can change your mind afterwards very easily. Main thing here on the first pass is to just decide which faces are going to be painted with the same thing. It's very simple then later to just shift and click on one of those and they'll all change at the same time. Another real time saver, for example, if I go to bricks here, is to choose a brick and then hold down Control. You can paint one of them at a time, or if they're isolated, surrounded by another face that's got other textures on it, holding down Control will spill the paint over anything, that material over anything that is touching it. But it stops right at the edge there. We'll often want to make the trim at the top and the bottom the same. Let me just use paint for this. So I'm going to go to just colors named and pick really any trim color will do, knowing that all of these are going to be the same. I got this one, orbit around. This is where holding down Shift as you orbit really is helpful, as well as the Control Z. So I'm holding down Shift and orbit to move around. Looks like we got this top. That does go all the way around. So let's see if I got all the trim. Oh yes, we got the under part here as well. All right. So let's go find, well, something for the color of the house. We know that these are the walls. This and this should not be the same thing. When you look at houses, they aren't. And let's see, there's something called cladding and siding that might look nice right about there. One of the things you need to know about these textures is they can be edited. And you do that right here with the Edit button. So this is the Select. And here's Edit, and there's a size. So this is set to 3 feet 2 inches for this cladding. So if you wanted to be a little smaller, you could do that. Let me put 2 feet. And you'll notice that the lines got closer together. It changed the size of the texture. If these tiles look too small, I can Alt, Bucket, B, hold on, B tool, hold down Alt, and I can get that same one. So I've opened it up again, and I'll make that one a little larger. So let's say 3 feet. Makes those tiles a little larger. Don't go crazy. If I say 6 feet, it's going to look really silly. So just want to show you that it is possible to do that. And not only that, of course, you can change their color. So we can actually shift those into a different color scheme. If we want to, make them lighter, make them darker. Just trying to make something that looks nice. We've got this, we got this door. So let's look at some of the wood textures right here. And they're somewhat limited, but it does work pretty well. So let me just get these, and then I can try out different wood textures once I have all the wood around there that I want. There's always seems to be more faces hiding. That's why orbiting and looking at it from every angle is so important. Let me pick a different wood, maybe for the door. That's one where maybe the scale, we can bring that down so that it's not quite so big. Don't like it? Try something else. Don't like the color? Maybe make that a little darker. I don't know. Painted doors also work really well. Now that I've got this doorknob isolated, it would be pretty easy to look for the metallic surfaces and try some of these out by holding down Control. My keyboard doesn't seem to be working perfectly, so I'll just paint those right there. There we go. So we've got a metallic. We could get this same color wood and put it on here as well. I do want to point out that before I go any further, I finished the offsetting, but I still have all these little lines. So like my window, I'm going to go to the erase, and instead of erasing each one of these lines, look for ways of doing this more efficiently. So I got rid of all of those, and if I pull that out, you'll see that I have a lot of surfaces to paint now. That is not much fun. So I'm actually going to go and, well, I'll pick maybe a metallic. Just get something on there, a metal silver. And then when I pull that out, all of those faces are already painted. Let me make it a little more obvious by painting it. Pull it out, and now I've got this metallic frame for, let's say, stained glass. Let's go see if we can just get some colors here and maybe try some different colors out. And then if you want it to be reflective, then be easy to do that one. Looks like it's the whole thing. I don't know that I divided that up properly. If I alt-click and pick that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, I kind of messed up here. Oh, that doesn't look that bad. I could be more careful with that, but now I'm talking about, looks like I shift-clicked on all of those. So I got a bit of a problem here. Everything got painted that wasn't already painted. Whatever shall I do? Well, let's go over here and get our default color. And so I can actually take the paint off of those by painting with the no color, basically a paint stripper. Or if I want all the orange gone, there you go, all the orange is now gone. And I can retry painting those few right there. I do need to fix this because I apparently missed those. So painting is attention to detail and being able to get an old color to fill in when you find those. And let me see what I might want to do here. Let me take this and paint that, and then pick one more rosy color here. Whoops. There we go. Fix that up there, a little stained glass accent. And now we've got these components. So once you have, like I said, there's always seems to be one more that we missed. So be ready to alt-click to get that color back. And I will make another video about painting these components.